Guitar Murphy's lead intro to Sweet Home Chicago by the Blues Brothers on their soundtrack album. Let's get started. All right, like a lot of kids that were growing up in the suburbs in the late 70s, early 80s, my first real blues album that I listened to was the Blues Brothers. Jake and Elwood, of course, and a host of very, very, very noteworthy musicians on the back here. Steve Jordan on drums, Steve Cropper on guitar, Matt Guitar Murphy, Paul Schaefer, Donald Duck Dunn, the horn section that's quite famous, and Jake and Elwood. So that was my introduction to blues music, and I used to listen to that album a lot. I listened to it on 8-track. I could not find my 8-track of the soundtrack album, which this song is on, but this song is in the key of E. It's written by Robert Johnson, and this guitar intro by Matt Guitar Murphy is going to start up on the 12th fret of the 2nd string and the 10th fret of the 1st string. So you've got B and D. You can use a pick and kind of strum through it. I like to use my 2 fingers and go, right? And that's basically an E7 chord. You're coming out of this E7 shape. This is the 9th fret and the 10th fret of the 1st and 2nd string. So shake it a little bit, and then you do it again. So that's the 7th fret and the 8th fret. And I just kind of bend that 2nd string just a little tiny bit. And then I'm landing on E on the 3rd string, 9th fret. So it's... And then our great turnaround lick, we're going to start on the 9th fret of the 4th and 2nd string, and then down to the 8th fret, and then the 7th fret, and then sliding into the 6th fret and the 5th fret on the 2nd string. So they're together, 9, 8, 7, and the last one is 6 and 5, which is the E chord, right? So you're going from one E chord to the next E chord down, and you're walking down chromatically. And sliding, and then getting your B7 chord. All right, now I'll put the tab at the very end of this video for the intro, but I wanted to point out that this lick isn't just a intro to Sweet Home Chicago. Certainly when I hear somebody go, I'm 10 years old and I'm listening to the soundtrack to the Blues Brothers movie, but it's also just a great guitar lick that can be thrown in any rock or blues song or jazz song. You just have to play it with the right amount of spice that you want. So if I'm playing a rock song, all right, and I'm going, right? That's CCR, right? That sounds more like a CCR kind of a thing. Or if I'm going more of a blues, right? Or if I want to get more rockabilly with it, so use these licks, use these fingerings in a bunch of different circumstances. Try to stretch your lick dollar as far as you can stretch it. And a lot of times when you're playing lead guitar, our overthinking things tends to get in the way of us sounding like we know what we're doing. We try to throw in too much stuff or get too complicated or get a little too nervous, and we kind of jump the shark and we don't quite land it. So be calm. If you can do this lick, if you can play that, awesome, great. Don't try to complicate it. Keep it simple. All right. I hope that helps your blues playing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.